All right, moving on. Jussie Smollett testified that during his alleged hate crime trial, and he's spilling all types of tea. He said that the first night he met Bola Asandario, they smoked weed and used cocaine together afterwards. Then they went to a club and a bathhouse. Now, based on Matt Finn's reports, Smollett testified that he and Bola got a private room in a gay bathhouse and did more than just drugs. They made out and touching was involved. Jussie also claims that Lee Daniels, the creative empire, told him that he was fat, which motivated him to lose weight for a video. What are your thoughts on these new details? And Jussie's like, shoot, he's G Money. He like, if I'm going down, he's Christopher Williams in New Jack City. If I'm going down, y'all all gonna get dragged into this. What are your thoughts?
And the sad part about it is he also drugged Don Lemon into this mess. You know what I'm saying? That Don already on thin ice over there at his job. They already don't let Cuomo ass go. They looking for any reason to let Don ass go. Don already don't touch this man all in the crotch and smelled it. Now, Jussie, listen. Last week, I told y'all I was on the fence about what we was doing with Jussie.
Okay.
This week, I'm off the fence.
Uh-oh.
We throwing Jussie ass in the garbage, okay? Because Jussie is throwing everybody under the bus. It ain't them prosecutor people business that y'all did cocaine and went and hunched at the bathhouse. It's just it's useless information. You know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't you just say we met and we went to Piccadilly Cafeteria and ate? Why they got to know the ins and outs of what was going in and out? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, this piece about Don Lemon, I'm curious to know, did they find that out in discovery, or if you snitched and said that Don Lemon told you that the people was coming for you? Because Jussie, this is just wrong. You did this and now you're trying to take the whole Hollywood down with you. Take your L and go on and sit down somewhere on your own.
Well, don't they? I think they got his phone, his records, right? They could see his text messages.
They saw the text messages and the phone calls. Now, see, the interesting part here about Don Lemon, we're going to come back to the brothers. The interesting part about Don Lemon was that Jussie claims the reason why he mentioned it was because that's the reason why he didn't turn over his phone when the police asked about it. And of course, we know that not to be true, but he used that as an example as the reason why he did not turn it over to the police. Now, as it relates to this trial is like a psycho thriller romance, if you ask me. The story gets more scandalous and steamy. You got a bathhouse, you got gyms, you got private rooms, you got Nigerians, you got drugs, you got naked, you got bodybuilders, you got masturbation, you got making out. Like, what more is going on in this when at first, when he came to America, it was a hate crime? We done moved from a hate crime to a full-out brothel situation with two African Nigerians, or two Nigerians. But you know what's so funny, Claudia? Chicago is using this as an example of them doing good policing because of all the corruption that they got going on in that city. And unfortunately, this is the best example to use to show that they're trying to stop crimes and lies and deception in the city of Chicago. Now, Q, where is Miss Lori Lightfoot? Now, you told Jussie to take her a pie the other week. Did you tell her to take her a cake to one of her parties?
And then to help her get off, take her a tailor to help her get a new suit or something.
We have not heard.
Do we think, Claudia, that Jussie can rebound from this? Is he valuable enough in Hollywood that he can rebound from this?
Yes and no. He did shoot himself in the foot, but we're in a different time now where the most ridiculous types of people's career, like people are famous for Gorilla Glue. You know what I'm saying? People are famous for all kinds of things. And yeah, will he have the same prestige as before? No, but there's people who still want to work with him. I know Vivica Fox went on the record and she was on TMZ and she said that she wants to work with him in the future. And if Vivica's saying that publicly, I'm sure there's a lot of other people that would still be down to work with him. You know, I think there's child molesters that still do movies. You know what I'm saying? So
I think if he wants to work again, all he has to do is come clean and apologize. At this point, with all the drugs that we learned that he's into, weed, cocaine, the brother said he buys Molly and other stuff. Just say that you were going through a time in your life with all the pressures from Empire, that you were in a drug induced coma or something, and go to rehab. And go away for a year or two in rehab and come back. But the only other issue now is we hope Don Lemon doesn't get fired because of Jussie's testimony.
We're going to get into that story in the next block. We definitely going to get into that all the way because all these unnecessary casualties. We're going to take a quick break. Before we go to break, correction. Let me correct myself. I said it was G Money. Then I said Christopher Williams. It was Nino Brown that said, if I go down, everyone's going down. I didn't take my brain pill today. I'm sorry, chat. Y'all have corrected me. I see y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more TGIF after this. Welcome back to TGIF. We were talking during the break about the whole Jussie case, about whether or not he's just voluntarily snitching on everybody, or is this a casualty or a cause and effect of them getting his phone records and seeing the public names? Oh, Don Lemon. Oh, this one, that one. And Q, you just said something interesting. You said, I don't think they should be able to out other people.
Yeah, I think if you subpoena my phone records as a result of whatever, we seal cases and stuff all the time. I just think it's unright if we're in the Jussie Smollett case to now implicate other folks and to do it publicly. I think they could do whatever they need to do in the courtroom without revealing the people's name and block that out from the court records, because it's just not right. And in any one of us, if we think about what's in our phone right now, baby, I can have a whole doggone United States implicated in some of every damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. And I see why he was hesitant to give up his phone. I mean, you would feel so vulnerable with people just looking through, and people that try to help him, give him a heads up, which who wouldn't do that for their friend?
Right.
Now may lose their job. All right. Once again, we touched upon this before about CNN facing calls to actually fire Don Lemon for his involvement in the Jussie Smollett case. Jussie testified on Monday that Don Lemon texted him a heads up to warn him that the Chicago Police Department did not believe his allegations about being the victim of a hate crime. Now, many are left wondering why Don Lemon failed to ever mention his role in the case. Oh, because he didn't want to get fired. That's why. What are your thoughts on this story? What are your thoughts on, do you think Don Lemon had an obligation to say, hey guys, I did text Jussie and say that people don't believe him? Or is that just their business between friends?
I think it's just their business between friends. Now, my degree is not in journalism. I don't know what all the rules of ethics were, but this doesn't feel like he did anything ethically wrong. He didn't interfere with a story, or he didn't, shift the narrative. He simply said, I got this story to report at 8:00, and these papers say these people don't believe your ass, just the FYI.
Al, what do you think?
Well, Don Lemon admitted that he talked to Jussie every day after the event. So he made that very public on his show, that they text back and forth and he speaks to Jussie every day. So the public knows that already. CNN knows that already. I think it's once again, the integrity, the journalistic integrity, where he shared proprietary information with Jussie more than one time that is leading him down this road of possible termination.
I think it's 1,000% understandable, but I get, whatever the rules are at CNN, I'm not sure. But how come Fox News doesn't seem to have these same rules is what I'm wondering.
That part.
Like I think that's the frustrating part of all of this. Like we just see on one side an overcorrection, on the other side, no correction. And you can't tell me that they've been all by the book.
Yeah.
It's absolutely frustrating. All right, moving on.